Hello, this is Dan Farisi, Group Editor, Commercial and Security with Emerald. So happy to be joined today by Rob Moodey, who is Manager, Strategic Partnerships with Matrox Video. Topic of conversation is, of course, InfoComm 2024. It's coming up. It's only days away at this point. All of us are really excited about it, and it's going to be a really important show for Matrox Video. That's always one of those booths you have to check out. Some of the coolest technology, some of the most forward-thinking, innovative technology. They're going to be in the West Hall this year, W1132. I know I'm going to be there, and we brought on Rob to just give us a sense of what people can look forward to seeing when they get to the Matrox Video booth. Thank you so much, Rob, for being here.
My pleasure, Dan.
So, as I say, InfoComm, one of the biggest shows in our industry, and Matrox Video, one of the leading vendors in our industry. It's just one of those shows you have to check out the Matrox booth. What can people be excited about when they get there to W1132? What's the first thing people should ask for when they get there?
Well, it's related to the IP story, Dan, and we all know that AV over IP and IP in general is getting everywhere, and that's sort of creating a bit of an issue because it's been doing that for a while now. And there are a lot of different IP standards. Yeah, we've all got our favorite. It's NDI, it's SRT, it's HEVC, it's H.264, and of course we've talked before about IPMX. So if they all exist, what's our integrator and our user to do with all these things on the network? And what we're looking for is an aggregator, something that's going to be able to take all of these different things that are on the network and convert them to the one that you wanted. You know, you wanted to send NDI into the internet. You wanted to put HEVC onto IPMX or whatever. So that's what you need to ask for. And what you need to ask for when you get to the Matrox booth is a product called Vion, which we're presenting as a gateway between IP networks. And I've given you exactly the clue as to what it's doing. It's a device that will let you move from one codec to another, or a resolution, or a color space, or a bit rate. We call it a transcoder. Some might throw in the words transmux or transrate, equally valid, but you get the idea. It's an IP to IP converter. And that's a device we'll be previewing. It's called the Vion, and it's the first of a new wave of products from Matrox. It's our first NDI product, but it's not a Me Too product, as you'll readily appreciate. Yeah. And just as a reminder, of course, topical AV transport that we've spoken about before, IPMX, I wouldn't be at all surprised if one of those network options was IPMX.
I think that's a great preview. I can't wait to check out Vion myself. And the fact that you say it's basically being previewed at the booth, I guess this people's first opportunity to check this out. And it's just the beginning of what is to come for Matrox Video, isn't it?
Absolutely. And of course, as people transition from one technology to another, many of them end up in a hybrid world with a bit of this, a bit of that. Wouldn't it be cool if it could do more than one video stream, if it optionally supported HDMI and SDI2 in a sort of hybrid environment? Spoiler alert, it's cool.
I can't wait to check it out. At the booth, will there be very many, kind of demos, activations? I am sure, the Matrox Video experts on staff will be able to talk about all the benefits, but will there be opportunities to kind of see products in action or see some comparatives or anything like that?
Absolutely. As people have come to expect from Matrox, there's a number of different threads on our booth, and they'll all be there. So we'll be showing that some developments in the video wall controllers, particularly showing a new distributed display wall controller that allows you to synchronize a large number of monitors, and we're talking, say, 44K monitors here. This is huge. We're continuing to project our Luma cards based on the Intel Arc GPU with plenty of IP decode built into those cards. There'll be demos of our KVM systems, including the new KM Link system that lets people aggregate more than one KVM system, makes the operator really effective. So all of that will be demonstrated along with the latest HEVC additions to our streaming family. So we've got more new toys to play with than most people will be even dreaming about. And we'll be very pleased to share our dreams with these people.
Used to share your dreams with these people. I love that way of saying it. All the more reason to go to W1132 when you get to InfoComm. I guess my last question for you, Rob, as I say, everyone always checks out the Matrox video booth. It's always jam-packed when I go there. But I'd like to know from your perspective, from Matrox Video's perspective, how will you determine whether InfoComm 2024 was a successful show for you? Is it connecting with integrators? Is it talking to end customers? Is it getting involved in potentially new applications? What would you say is the metric for success other than just having a packed booth as you always do?
All of the above, I think, Dan. Yeah, we love to see end users because they're the ones who primarily have the issues, the pain points that we're able to solve for them. And of course, the integrators are really essential too, because they are the conduit from us to those end users. But particularly with the IPMX environment, where we're solving problems that some people didn't realize they had. So having all of those people in the same meeting sometimes is really good. We'd love to see all of them. We'd like to see friends old and friends new.
That sounds great. As I say, I can't wait to get there. Booth W1132, InfoComm, only days away at this point, and I look forward to going there. Thank you so much, Rob Moodey, Manager, Strategic Partnerships with Matrox Video, for joining me today. Really appreciate the time investment.
My pleasure, Dan. Look forward to seeing you there.
My name is Dan Farisi, Group Editor, Commercial and Security with Emerald. Please keep your eyes on commercialintegrator.com in the run-up to InfoComm, during the show, and of course after the show for more exciting thought leadership content from the industry's leading vendors like Matrox Video. We'll see you soon.